we're looking ahead at International Women's Day, and why not talk about women in sports? And to do so, we have a pioneer in Canadian sports, Sylvie Beliveau with the Canadian Soccer Association. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Very happy that you're here. I mentioned you're a pioneer because, well, in the world of soccer, you've pretty much done everything. You were a player, you coached Team Canada.
Yeah.
You were a player for Team Canada as well. You worked for FIFA, still do, looking ahead at the World Cup that's coming here. And you take care of player development for Canada right now. So much. And I guess my first question would have to be, for women's soccer, how have you seen it evolve since your days as a player?
Well, it has evolved in all aspects. You know, starting even from clothing. I mean, we used to wear initially the first women's Canadian team. We were wearing the men's jersey. So from player support, financial support, having more competition, and was just so little. And when we started with the women's national team in 1986, there was no World Cup. The first World Cup happened in 1991. So we had players playing on the Canadian team, they could only dream of being in the Olympic Games or in the World Cup.
Of course. And so I mentioned the first World Cup, you coached Team Canada there. And if we think about the young girls that are watching right now, not sure what they want to do, if they want to play soccer, what would you have to tell them, you know, to encourage them to maybe inquire into a sport like soccer?
Well, I think soccer is a kind of an easy sport. You know how to walk, then you know how to run, and you know you kick a ball. Everyone's involved. I would say it's cheap. Well, it used to be cheap, so it's accessible for girls, and there's so many playing. We're the #1 country in the world in terms of percentage of girls versus boys playing the game.
That's great.
So if you want to play, I think it's there for you in a proximity. You know, like you don't need to travel. It's there for any girls. I think you can sign up easily.
And soccer has been a very important part of your life. Of course, you're now in charge of player development. One thing that's coming up in the summer is the Women's World Cup, which is going to be in Canada. This can also be something that young girls would really look forward to inspire themselves.
Of course, because it's their role model. You know, those icons, best players in the world, top 24 teams will be in Canada playing, and some of the games will be played in Montreal. So I think if you're a girl, you're watching on television is one thing, but watching live.
Oh, I can definitely agree with that. Watching a sports event live is so much better. Last but not least, International Women's Day is on Sunday. What does it mean to you? Why is it so close to your heart?
Well, I think, you know, it brings about conversation. People are asking questions, why does this day exist? Why, and in sport in particular, like, why does it exist? And is there still equity? Soccer is doing a great job in the world trying to develop, even in different countries, you know, where the women's status is not where it's at. Here in Canada, we're pretty lucky. But there are other questions, whether it's women being involved in leadership position, coaching.
And that conversation is so important.
Exactly.
Sylvie, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Happy International Women's Day to you, to all of the women watching, to all the women in our lives as well.